Dive back in. We just saved our cat, Jupiter. How can we not keep playing? Yeah! Let's go, Jupiter! Okay, if I can solve this riddle, I don't know how. It's something by a Dionic seal. Something, object made of silver. Like, I wonder if it's in my best interest to, like, just rub this. On everything. Unsure. Okay. Hey, how you doing, man? I think I've been cursed. 2 weeks ago, I was quietly minding my own business in the Guilty Ram when a stranger came up to me. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmonth before leaving. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I've been having terrible nightmares, and they're getting worse. I spoke to Dr. Robertson, and she sent me here. Okay, well... terrible nightmares. Noctic sight, suffering from this curse, speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. So, yeah, alright, let's take a look-see here. So I think that what you got is Noctic sight, and, well, what to do about it then? Noctic sight, eh? Noctic sight. I'm gonna prescribe you a Sextrum. No. Maybe not. Oh, Sextrum maybe. I'm gonna order you to wear this Sextrum and to masturbate every hour on the hour for 3 days. Let's see. No. Bone Guard. Ambra. Items cause mental fog. Withering of intellect and thought. They're slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Prolonged use, they can cause whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. This is probably what all these people have. Let's see. Ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. No. Ethereal key. Designed to be hidden from the prying eyes when activated by a moving object in a circular motion. The key is revealed by the gemstone of light. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes when activated by moving the object in a circular motion. The key is revealed by its gemstone of light. There are rare items and not generally known about outside the thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Maybe Moonstone Guardian, maybe. Banishment of Hobbs, Fear, and Noctic Sight. Oh, that might be it, then. Yeah, you got Noctic Sight here. That's what we need. We need the Moonstone Guardian for the Banishment of Hobbs, Fear, and Noctic Sight. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Okay, yeah, you're right. How about you give hints, the help solving and not the solution? No, that's a hint. I mean, like, it's not like the book's gonna tell me what I need. I was gonna get to it eventually. I was just looking at something else, unrelated. All right, let's see here. A comforting. So maybe this. Warm and smooth. No smells. Nothing to remark. I'm gonna guess this. Let me take a look here. Protection in enveloping night. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe this. Doesn't get much more comforting than a cat. The item features a moonstone. A cat could be considered comforting guardian. Yeah, Moonstone Guardian. Fair. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the commander knew what the answer was, though, Kratash, so I think it was just... It's not like commander knew the answer and was, like, leading me to it. It was just a guesstimate. Shouldn't the moonstone be located in the butt? No. Ascus. An ascus allows the bearer to breathe underwater. Oh. The sensation is said to be most unusual since it required one not to breathe at all. Those that use ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they're back on dry land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Don't forget to breathe. There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Calgarth Hall that I'd rather hadn't. In the cellar where they found those two poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Yeah, that sounds fucking gross. Don't touch it. And don't eat it. It's mine. Seems like there's a sickness in Undermere. It's in the earth, in the water, and it's spreading. I suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start. See if I can find anything in the catacombs. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. You need a sextrum, eh? Okay. Protects against insanity in all of its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Oh, we just read something about this. We're gonna give you... Oh, well, I was jokingly saying that we were going to prescribe a sextrum and then have them masturbate on the hour. All right, never mind. hold on a second. Let's see. All right, sextrum. Protects the mind. Let's see. Like the mind itself are not well understood. Let's take a look at mind in the book here. We got mind in here. Mind. I'm pretty sure we have mind. Alright, we got mind somewhere around in her. Maybe not. I thought we did, but... Okay. Anchor between body and mind. Maybe this blue one. We got outright insanity. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty vague. Is this Pawn Stars? Yep. Except for everything's crazy old. And probably cursed. Doesn't the picture mean something? I don't know if it does. Do you think it does? Yeah, probably. Triangle. Got any triangles around here? Oh, let's take a little look-see here. Well, we got whatever the fuck this is. Doesn't stink. I don't know, I'm gonna guess. That it has a blue gem in it, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. The name implies 6 or something. Yeah, maybe. It implies sex and lots of it. At least 6 sex. At least 6. Just give her the cat. No. That eye looks like it's looking over there. And there's a whole bunch of fancy stuff. And also this, like, pentagrammy thing. The eye is a moon. Oh, it could be a moon. I wonder if this has something to do with it. If this is like allows me to interact with something in a particular way. Okay, you want you want me to look at insanity and see if there's a protection one too. There's insanity around here somewhere. Insanity. Protection, insanity. Okay. All right, I get it. Maybe. Yeah, could be. And it's got 6 on it. Yeah, could be. Sense of crackling energy. Yeah, well, it's got a sense of crackling energy that flickers in the depths of my mind. So that's a pretty good sign. So what you want to do is you want to tie that right to your forehead and make sure you face any of the maddening things that are making you go crazy. All right, have fun with it. Only 3 protection symbols? Can't be it. We're looking for 6, yeah. Symbols of protection surrounding a symbol of insanity, hinting at its protective properties. Yeah, there you go. That right there is a sextrum. I never go down to the 6 catacombs without my sextrums. I think Contractor Billy might be my favorite part of this game. Yeah, well, I am an expert in all things occult, you know. You got these strange antiquities and, you want the best, and you call me. Fortinance. Fortinance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or by hex. They're made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. Okay. Okay. Well, if we want, we could keep trying to guess with this thing. But I still don't feel like we necessarily have the clues to this. Diurnic seal made from silver. Diurnic field. Okay, well, let's see here. Diurnic seal. It's a seal of the day. And then something to do with, what is the silver? So silver's associated with the night. So maybe it's opened with something from the night. Silver's the moon. There is no key, just turn the latch. Are you kidding me? Oh, I can't open it. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, the hook thing. Brain hook? What the hell is that thing called? Let me look it up. Diverging hook. That's what it is. No, I still haven't found this lens. This is, all thaumic objects produce a field of sorts, although invisible to the naked eye that can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. Over a thaumic lens. Like, I don't know if this is, or if we have anything that's a thaumic lens. If we do, I don't know where it is. Okay. You haven't found the lens. You solved the corresponding puzzle. It's not in here, is it? No. Is there a lens description in the book? Let me look. No. Ophthalmic lens. No. You haven't solved the puzzle, just saw that there is still a piece missing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm missing this. Yeah, I know that I'm missing this. I'm missing one little puzzle piece. Yeah, this could very well be the diurnic, the whatever, the lens, the thalmic lens. But yeah, I'm missing this one. We know what it is too. It's like a triangle. No, I'm sorry. It's a circle with a half circle on it. But I haven't found the piece yet. Unless it's in one of these boxes, which would be a real bitch. But that doesn't make sense, because it seems like we need the diurnic field to open one, maybe. This one might literally just be time, because it's literally got a fucking hourglass on it, you know what I mean? So that might have the puzzle piece in it. What's the hint next to the item book? These seem to be, at least based on the other thing, like diurnic field, like patterns. Because it says, like, this is a pattern. So it seems like these are other variants of patterns to me. So I assume that this is useful. Once we have the lens. Yeah, that comes into play when you have the lens. Yeah, that's what I figure. Okay. Okay. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner, as he had done on himself, but he could not find any part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Oh no! Give me that. Oh god, not a cross! Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay. Below a moon that does not shine leads me to believe that, I got an achievement for petting the cat 30 times. Nice. Would have led me to believe that there's this. Like this has something to do with it, but, in the dark but not alone. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. I mean, I assume this is something to do with the map. Pets the cat 30 times, doesn't feed the cat once. The cat clearly eats the souls of our customers. Yeah. Happy Matt understands. Yeah, it could very well be in the catacombs. I was just figured I would check the big map first. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. Yeah, what counts as a mark? I assume anything, so like this has markings on it. Yeah, that looks like a possibility. I'm looking for other moons. There's a moon here. Don't post your moons. Don't do it. Yeah, this is... I think it's either this... I think it's this one, probably. I think that the clue for in the dark but not alone just like means the catacombs in general. Thing about this is that you would tend to look for a new moon, but there is none. In reality, you just need a moon that's not full. Stump me for a while, sure. Oh, there's a wall there. You're right. Yeah, I didn't see that. I'm just thinking that they're symbols of moons, so they're not, so they don't shine. Right, yeah. It still maybe could be that one, but... Yeah, in the dark, but not alone, but that's... So this one, but, like, maybe this is, like, above, because it's, like, up the hill, the moon, but I don't know. Yeah, this I would consider that this is markings on it, if this is what you're talking about. But this one seems like another potential candidate. I don't think it's any of these on the left, so I'm just going to leave the card here. What about the sarcophagus? Are the columns considered marks? Right? Yeah, I would think that like this might count as a marking. But like, I would assume that the moon that doesn't shine would have to be directly above it. I'm gonna check. I'll try this, but I think that this wall might not count. Okay. I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there's nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it, tucked away in a natural crack in the wall. A stone totem. This is what I came for. We did it. I think it just means that the moon is fake. It's just another clue that it's that it's like a drawing of a moon. Oh, what is this? I think I just looked at this symbol. What is that? Is it truth? It's not really truth. It's like just an X separate from the square. So strength. Oh, it's a strength one. Okay, cool. Good boy. I have traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I think I have one of those. I've read stories of the Dreyer of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they would see, soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it. I do. Eye of Cyrano. Yeah. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It's alleged that Cyrano himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cyrano are hard to come by. They're powerful and should not be used carelessly. Wasn't there one for forest? No. Yes, I've played Papers, Please on stream. Yeah, I think this one might be it. Pleasant scent and reminds me of the forest. I don't know if I could, like, interact with a cat in some way with it, if it were actually... That's... The Eyes of the Forest also kind of makes me think that it's got like a bunch of little green gems in it or something. Given that, like, it says, it's like compares it to being eyes. But I don't really have anything like that. That page you were looking at earlier is just a blank page as far as I could tell. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we've seen Cyrano. We know that he has antlers and that he frequently has a staff. So, and this looks kind of like the top of the staff in the picture that I can go look him up again. But it does look like the top of his staff. No. Yeah, that does look like his staff. All right, I'm gonna try this. I think this is it. Nice. I just instinctively thought that was it immediately. Like, so I could have just given it instantly. That's okay. Zephyrim. These resonant objects give off a faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone, and power. The scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. Neat. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. Yeah, I sure hope nobody wiped her mind with a diverging hook. I sure hope they didn't. Yaha! Ah! Ah! Alright, never mind. It don't work. Sorry. I'll take my letter, thanks. If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Mrs. R. Bream. Oh my god. It's Neil Bream. Neil Bream's great-great-great-great-grandfather. Ruskin. Ruskin. Holy Load House on Ruskin. I'm greeted by a tired-looking, middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander toward the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first, I think it's the house creaking in the wind, soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening, too quiet to make any sense of. Yeah, all right, hold on here. Let me, there we go. Let me just bust out my hearing charm here. See, it's pretty cool. Looks like a little bat. I carved it myself. I just like bats. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer, and my heart beats faster as I hear what they're saying. They're discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. Well. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity, and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent, and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Yeah, see, here's what it is. You got yourself a whispering double moon inside your walls. Yeah, seems somebody had the bright idea of throwing it in here instead of having to deal with it themselves. They must have put some kind of an enchantment on it to keep it quiet for a couple 100 years, but, well, them things wear off over time, you know how it is. So I can go ahead and take it off your hands. Don't worry about no payment or nothing on top of that. So, I'll be on my way. Next. My father's sword is a space on the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. Yeah, what do you want me to do about it? For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I wanted to restore it to its former glory. So you want me to fix a sword? This is a fucking antique shop. You doinkus. What do you think this is? A fucking blacksmith? You want a shimmer, okay? I think you ought to shimmy your ass out of this store. Whatever. Anyway, these belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell in 1356. What is this thing in the middle? It's got like 3 little nubs on it. Or something like that. Well, I suppose. I don't know if this image is just the only thing that I ought to be going on here. Are the locked ones evil or something? I think there's plenty of evil ones that aren't locked up. I don't really know, though. I feel like I have something that looks like that. Well, let me take a look here. We got a thing that represents strength in here. Well, we just got this one that represents strength, but I don't... Like, this is Knight of Thorns, and it allows you to be... calm rage in the face of unimaginable horrors in battle. Calm rage. Let's take a look for calm and rage, maybe. Calm. And, well, I ain't got no rage. Well, let's take a look. Sure you don't want a cup? I got some cups in there. I got some mugs. They're made of wood. Just let you know if you're interested. Just let me know. Well, that's not what I'm looking for. Could that be? I don't think so. More items under the counter, too? I don't have any items down here. I have items here. The only thing that I don't have labeled here is this. I got St. John's Dongus down here. Let me take a look at gems. Calming Stone of Peace and Safety. Fire and Fury. Strength. Series of object that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of unimaginable horrors. Of battle. Allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate. Knight of Thorns. I don't think we have anything else with that. Yeah, just shimmer. I guess maybe. Like I just like when it says slot into a thing, I like this isn't what I imagine. I can only just think of like a gem by itself, but I just don't have anything that's like that. So I guess I can just try this. Like we have the okay, so we have a Daedric, black, green, and a yellow. Stone of the Night and Darkness. There's some of fear and some who are seduced by it. A Stone of Strength. Oh, probably Fire and Fury. Okay, Dradic. Yeah, not Noctic. Yeah, because that's not striated. Pale yellow orangey, and then a dark green. Stone of Sight. It says dark green. Do we have a Pizzle of Strength? We do, actually. I'm just gonna try this because I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, I guess. The fact that it's like hanging like a necklace and it just doesn't seem like something that slots into something, but okay. It does have the nubs. It's got the three nubs and then 3 open slots, so it totally makes sense. All right, got a shimmer. Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a babelia are not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign text, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. Yeah, it's got the three holes for the 3 pegs, and then, but it doesn't have like a slot for this center portion. Nothing indicating that. Here, I guess it's got the circle thing in the middle, but. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's one of us that hasn't suffered a nasty burn. You have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? Yes. Like, I've got this silent breath. I don't know if that's what you want, though. For those that consider the White Heart prize to be claimed, there's no glory to be had in killing such a noble guardian of the forest. Silent Breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense... Oh, that senses danger. Doesn't protect. Relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments. No. Protect against burning. That's burning blood. Okay. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. The ascetic spirit or wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. So could use a shield charm. There was a fire entry. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. I remember reading this one because it's weird because it protects against fire, but it does not protect against the basilisk itself at all. So, okay, got it. That's right. Yeah, see, what you got here is you got yourself a real fiery problem, and what you're going to need is some basilisk scale to deal with it. That could be, it's leathery kind of feeling. Let's see here. Scale, scale, scale. It might be the scaliest scales. It doesn't say that it's scales, but it says it's leathery. It's also got this, this is a brown shard of some kind. Black gemstone, orange, black. Check for fire protection using candles in your shop. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Don't think so. The only thing that so far I've been able to do is know that this is like a blue. This turns the light blue. The blue light, what's it for? The Vesiger. Vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence, is what that thing does. Maybe I should start organizing things based on whether or not I have it labeled or not. I could start organizing things based on whether or not it's like a protective thing or whatever too, or weird culty shit. What do the gems and the leathery pendants stand for? The black ones are... This one is diurnic, so sunstone, firelight, heat, and life. And the black ones are... They don't have red in them, they're just straight black, so they're stone of fire and fury. So the worker waits for his charm, I believe. Yeah, he'll just sit there. I haven't ever ran out of time before. Kick him out. No. Send him on a quest to get basilisk skin? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Alright. Well... Like, I have a feeling that this... I wish I could look up more about a basilisk. Under intense heat, these unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against deadly basilisk itself. Check the gemstones of that leathery shield if you aren't sure. It's all three of them are fire related, so it seems very possible. This, if I have to choose right now, I'm gonna choose that. I'm just trying to eliminate some other options, I guess, but oh, we already got that. If we fail, does he laugh at us? If we fail, this meter moves closer to failure. I'll just do this. All right. Great, we did it. Cyrene Ward right there. Yeah. I was just expecting it to, like, when it says that it's leathery, and I was expecting it to be like actual scales, but I just don't have any items with like actual, like, kind of shiny scales on it. Solemn Aether. Of the three types of Aether, the solemn variety is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways of the mind, to recall that which has been forgotten, or repair that which has been broken. It will produce a noticeably stronger thaumic field than the other two types. Okay. Thanks. My wife will be relieved. I found this on the downside of the counter here just now while I was waiting. Okay. Don't know if it's anything important or not. Oh my god. Is that important? Is that important? You crazy bastard? Oh yeah, you just found this on the fucking ground, yeah, did I? Yeah, it's just a fucking puzzle piece you was missing. So maybe we need something that matches its this diurnic seal. Wasn't that Link from the little note you had? This note? Well, yeah. So... This is kind of like the base one that's on this note. This one is different than any of these. But yeah, this does match. I'm sorry. This was matching this, but I think this might be because this is made of silver. So I think these just match because they're made of silver. Maybe. I don't know, though. And, like, if this is bronze... Well, maybe this has to do with this. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Oh, wait. There's more things. Hang on a second. Oh, this has to do with the different, disciplines. Okay, silver has to do with the knights. So if we wanted to put something in here that's silver... then that's the knight. And that is, like... that with a low circle. Oh. Okay. So this is channeling a Noctic of the night. And if we wanted to channel Diurnic of the day, then we'd move this up here and this to here. So that's the day. So this is the day. Whatever it is, it's the day, and then this is different. This is whatever this cross pattern is. I don't know what it is. Okay, that's of the mind. That's of the body. Let's go to try to Daedic, or Celestial. Okay. So that's of the earth. Okay. And that's of the moon. Okay. Okay, I don't know. We'll find out more about it. I don't know that I... Need to fuck with it. I might be able to open those things now, but I'm not sure. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior, not out of love, but because he is powerful. Because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who have reached Holgar's teachings have known about the prophecy for a long time. And now, the casket will finally be opened. You alright? Contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all I require. Okay. A veiled fen is brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Okay, brightly colored in the light, but clouds over after a short period in the darkness. So this, well, we can test it out in here. Do I have anything else that's brightly colored? That's like the most brightly colored thing that we have. Still seems pretty bright to me. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're probably right. Cyrene Ward.
Welcome to B1K Live.
You like dags? I like dags. We don't have dags, we have cat. See? Don't leave any love lying around, Booth. Make sure you pick it up and take it with you. All the love. Brightly colored in the light, but clouds over after a short period in total darkness. Can be used to command. Brightly colored in the light. Everything else is labeled. Except for these things. Right? Can we label the kitty cat? Maybe cutie booty? No labeling the cat. Time to take turns chucking things into the box. I guess. Like, it just really doesn't look like something that, like, it doesn't look like something that should fit that description. Oh my god, that is it? Yeah, that's it. Like, I thought it would react to the light more. I guess. Well, I mean, it clearly gets cloudy. Yeah, alright. Veiled Fen. Brightly colored. When placed in darkness, a drawer for cupboard example, the eye darkens. Okay. Yeah, see what you got there is a Veiled Fen. And, it makes you talk good. Way better than what I do, you see. A witherance is the inverse of a fortnance and is sometimes put to more malicious use. These can be crafted from stone, like the fortnance, but wood is more commonly used. Veiled Fen. This guy's a talk maxer. Yeah. Okay, a diurnal seal. Object made of silver. In a diurnal field. Okay, this is the really intense one. We just learned about that one of these things has a really intense reaction to the diurnal field, so that's definitely that one. That was it, Solemn. Solemn Ether. Solemn variety is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind to recall that which has been forgotten and produces a noticeably stronger thermic field. Yeah. Oops. Alright, next day, I guess. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrested the casket from the other's grasp and leaped astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Map, 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 map. was assuming that this is going to kind of line up perfectly with something, but this looks like this. This is really weird because that doesn't like that. The shape of that looks identical, but it's not. It doesn't line up. Like I'd have to rotate the card, which I cannot do. So I don't know if I need to. I assume that I need to find the place in the center of all of this. But maybe I need to just find each individual place. So I'll try this. The Twinnings are an unusual, sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. The workers are too engrossed in their craft to offer any assistance. Okay, well it didn't fuck up my day or anything. So, okay. Maybe this. No. So that puts us in the bad. Man, that really looks like it though. But okay. I really wish that you could, like, rotate this. So it looks like this, and then like this. To, like, fit into this triangle. But I clicked on this, and this wasted my time. I'll try clicking on this, but I think it's not going to work. Yeah. Okay, it is the middle. That's just so weird to me. Okay. I would have, after the first one that clearly is the correct building, right? After the first one that's clearly the correct building, if I would have clicked on that and it would have said like, oh, I'm wasting my time here, then I would not have bothered clicking on the other two. However, like, because the first one was like, oh, the workers are just busy, Then it made me think that I needed to get clues in the other two places or something like that, that there might have been something there. But instead, they were both just wasted time and they worked against us. It's not like we failed or anything, but it's just still... Anyway. When I draw back the curtain, I am unable to control my exclamation of horror. Beyond the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes, all shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up, and I understand what I'm looking at. And when I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. Oh, what the fuck? The object I'm looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. Okay. Yeah, see what you got here is you got yourself a screaming wolf. Yeah. Classic. Stone, pitted. What is that symbol? I don't remember. Let's see. It's like the opposite of poison, unless it's poison, unless it's just poison. Yeah, maybe it's antidote. Don't know. The symbol on one of those locked boxes is thunder. Oh, is it? Let me double check here. Thunder. Oh, yeah, it is thunder. We just learned about something that has to do with lightning as well. Let me look up lightning. No. Lights. I just read something about it. It's like it's something you put on the top of a mountain and let it get struck by lightning or some shit. There it is. St. Cedric's thunder is used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness this power for centuries and have rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into gold. They're placed on the tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. So maybe that's what this is. And the gemstone, let's see what those gemstones are for. Stone of Containment. So maybe it's there to contain the thunder. Or something. Don't know. It does say that can transmute metals into gold. Is the box not meant to be opened and is just another artifact? Yeah, it maybe. That's possibly what I'm thinking. That it might in fact be Saint Cedric's Thunder. Yeah. But I don't know about this one. This one I feel like maybe it might literally just take time because it's got the thing on it. We think we finally located the wreck of the Orion out in the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. Oh, you need the thing that lets you breathe underwater. I think I know what that is. I think it's this. Put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. Yeah. I think this is the... Ascus allows the bear to breathe underwater, yeah. Core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Okay, so it might be a water gem, which would be that turquoise one. I think. Or it's this. This is it. Yep, this is it. This is it for sure. Yeah, there you go. Now, hold on just a second before you take that on your way. Now, there's a known occurrence where if you go and use it for too long, when you come up, you frequently will just forget how to breathe. So, okay, make sure if you use it for more than 20 minutes that you remember you breathe in and then out. Don't try to breathe in twice or out twice or more times. You got one and then the other. Okay. Try to write it down. Although these are similar form to thaumic needles, Gaudian sirens serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion, like a siren's call, that can be used to divert attention. Okay. I bet there's a key in the time box. That's my guess. I'm close, but I need more power. I need St. Cedric's thunder, and quickly, while the storm's raging. I got you, fam. Knew what it was. Thaumic needle. Thaumic needles are controversial items that are rarely used, and they can reach into the mind of the recently deceased to give an impression of their thoughts before they died. Curiously, the weight of these tall items decreases when heated. Interesting. What's up, Doc? I've been trying to get hold of an Ambra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patients. It had almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered that there's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me himself it keeps him locked. He keeps it locked behind ethereal key. Mental fog and withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. We learned about ethereal key. Ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of Thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Okay. Gemstones of the night. Could be this. Could be that. It's not this. Final Fantasy 15 also produces an octic field and causes my thoughts to wither. Could it be Ambra? Could be. It's either the pink one or the black one, I would guess. But I don't have... I guess this is the only thing I have. Gemstone of light. Rare items and not generally known about outside of Thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. So I assume that I should be able to see it. It shouldn't be like actually invisible, I would guess. Which gem is light? The orange one. Yellow or orange? So I assume the black one would be the one that I would be able to see. It could be this. I guess. No. Where's blue? Anchor between body and mind. Okay. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Son of a bitch. I thought it was only going to have... I didn't think I would be able to see the other gemstones. All right. All right. Oops. So give me that. Okay. Mental fog and withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. A noctic field. So that means I need... No. Come back here. Oh my god. Noctic field. Noctic. Small circle on the bottom. On the top. No. Come down. Noctic field. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that looks... That might be it. It's got this weird symbol on it, unsure. Definitely not that. Okay, it's just, it produces this spiraling field. So that's definitely one option. That's another option. That's not it. I don't know what the fuck that is. That thing seems cursed as fuck. Oh, does this produce the same as this? Not quite. That doesn't either. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hang on a second. Hey! What the fuck? It just points at it. Alright. So that could be 2. No, that's different. No, that's right. Well, in my professional opinion, I don't know what the fuck that thing is, and it seems cursed as fuck. Billy One Thaumaturgy. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, what can I tell you? That thing's fucked up. Now, these got all kinds of different symbols on it, so let's take a look at these symbols. This is paralysis. For sure. Okay, so this probably isn't it. What does this do? Confusion? So that makes sense. I think this is probably what you're looking for. Okay. We have a thing that'll tell us where it is, so that's good. Got it. Pit. The 3 different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death, or darkness. The Dradic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that objects do not produce a recognizable thaumic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. Oh, fun. You. I know you from somewhere. No. Nope. Never met you before. I don't remember why, but this shop was important somehow. I'm sorry. I know I'm not making much sense. I haven't been myself. I'll leave you be. Yeah, all right. Sounds like a plan. Later. Never met you before, though. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. They found some poor soul washed up on the lakeshore, an older lady by the sounds of it, drowned. But that's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like those others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. Oh, you want a bones guard, do you? Oh, you think so? Small item known as a Bones Guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet and always placed a Bone Guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. The objects bear the mark of the antidote. Okay. So that's this. Got it. Black eyes. Didn't the thing we just gave out cause black eyes? Yeah, but people were already suffering from this malady before we just gave that out. The Bones God. I'm afraid I can't pay you, but I can offer a trade if you'll accept it. Sure. Oh yeah, that looks great. I can't wait. Okay. Sure. What does that say? Oh, that looks all kinds of fucked up. Oh yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't worry about that. Thanks for the hand. The rider was lucky. He made it to Back Barrow and found refuge there and was nursed back to health. He would later discover his left eye was permanently blackened, like his partner's eyes had been. Don't break a finger and make a wish. No problem. To my left the day, to my right the night. I would have said that it's this, but it says to my left. So I would figure it would be the opposite of that. But I'll try it. Okay, that was it. I just figured it's just not worth me trying to overthink it. It's probably what it is. I just assumed it was going to be like, well, actually, from my perspective, the sun's on my left, and it's not stage left, yeah. Find the row of 3 tombs in the upper levels of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit for a while in contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item here. Had it been there all along? I never noticed it when I sat down. He was buried backwards, after all. Ah, yes, of course. Uh-huh. Okay. It looks like a Weeble Wobble. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. I've been hearing about a worrying rumor about Verona Green. They're saying she drowned in the lake. I hope for all of our sakes that they're wrong. Yeah, all right. According to my family legend, an ancestor of mine hid an item of thaumic significance in his burial chamber. It's never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself, until I learned that it was in the catacombs in a place known as the Hall of Shields. Perhaps it's better to leave it to those who know what they're doing. Okay, regards MBM. Okay. Hall of Shields, you say? As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It's not fear, although fear is mixed in with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I have entered an area known as the Depths, a place where few have been, and fewer have returned from. Not even Palians can clear the air here and render it safe to breathe, but there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called the Wandering Shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind rot that would otherwise consume them. It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. Spirit called the Wandering Shroud. Spirit Vault, also known as the Fudded Chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. They are not considered dangerous, since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when the shroud is held within. Okay. Spirit Vault, also known as the Fudded Chamber. I haven't found what this is, right? Okay. Interior is lined with paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. Okay, so it stinks. So it might be this. Probably is this. Nope. The Spirit Vault is empty. It's of no use to me, yet I've written to Barton Potter. He will know where to find me. Oh. Okay. So I guess that is the right item. It just doesn't have a thing in it. And we could have known that. Well, I mean, we really did know that because it wasn't vibrating or whatever. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, God. I've done something quite stupid. I went exploring in Heathwood and came across a grave. It was overgrown with dark brambles, so I started to clear them to get a better look at the inscription. I wasn't as careful as I should have been. The thorns were thick and menacing, and I scratched my arm on one of them. I've not felt well since. Please help me. Okay. Let's see. The heart of the sufferer feels constricted as though it's clamped in a vice. The skin is pale and cold to the touch, and veins stand out darkly on the body. Eventually, death will occur. Black heart. Okay. Let's, Used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart curse, a skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pod of a sneep snap plant. This is it. That's it. We did it. The spherical part of the item clearly resembles the seed pod of the sheep snap plant. Sheep snap. Sheep snap. Truth conduit. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be, and have been, used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. For some reason, I thought it was two L's. I know that lamb isn't spelled with two L's. I just thought that that's what the name of this was. Hello. You don't know me, but it's time I introduced myself. I am the curator of the Museum of History here in Undermere. Eli and I have complicated relationship, don't all siblings? I don't tend to come by the shop much anymore, but I heard that he had left town for a few days. I wanted to bring him this, but I know he'd only turn me away without even looking at it. What the hell's that? It's like the ice cream. That's 3 different kinds, you know? Looks delicious. Thanks. It's a zipper tag, yeah. Jupiter, thank goodness you're safe. Yep. I was worried about Jupiter, too. I hope my mother is okay, too. I've lost count of the amount of gossip I've heard about her misdeed over the years. The truth is, when she gets stuck into a mystery, she's been known to disappear for days at a time. In the meantime, I believe I found another clue in the journal. The text directly before this is very illegible, but I was able to make out a reference to a vault of some kind. Oh, okay. 3 resonant objects. Lightest first, heaviest last. Ah, okay. Okay. So we probably need these resonant objects, and we need them to be lightest first, heaviest last. Now the question is what items are they? Are they marked items or are they not? Or could they be any items? I don't know. They probably need to be in that order and then also be, as it describes, heaviest last or whatever. It's like this one's like really heavy. Maybe we need one that's like got the squiggly lines that's really heavy. So maybe that. Maybe. Don't know. Just completely guessing. No, not that. I don't think it means physical heaviness. I doubt it. I know this is almost surely not it. Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this yet. It seems like there's maybe something with it, but I don't know. We don't know what that is yet. Okay, next. I got a fright when they brought the body of that poor drowned woman to me with those lifeless black eyes. I thought for sure it was Verona at first. She does look like her. But we weren't quite certain it's a lady from Hawkshead who went missing a few days ago. But we're quite certain it is. There's one thing I can't get out of my head, though. Why would she try and swim across the lake? And in the meantime, Verona's still missing. I don't like to use thalamic needles as a rule, but the circumstances are beyond the rule book. We need answers. Tall item, eh? Well, I just found it. I just did. Did this lady ever find out you shredded her sister's mind? Nope. Alright, there you go. Billy One Mind Shredder, that's me. I tore her fucking brains to shreds. All to save my kitty cat. And I'd do it again, too. Sometimes called the Hand of Jupiter, or a fire palm, a loam is an item with enticing power. They can reverse the signs of aging, but anyone who has played that game knows that it can only last so long before time catches up, and when it does, it often hits harder. I'll put a thalamic needle up there. What's up? Nice job. The stupid thermic needle stumped me for ages because I didn't realize that I didn't have it. Oh, fuck. But you might be. Prove yourself, and perhaps Holgar would deem you worth saving. I require an object to steady my restless congregation and remind them why I am the one to lead us through this turbulent time. They respect strength and power above all else. Okay. Well... Fortnits can enhance physical strength and restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or by hex. They're made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. I think that that's this. Like, definitely. But we could give you a Morgan's Folly as well. Symbol can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eyes upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Precaution should be taken against unwittingly looking upon the hidden symbol for too long. Here you go, get swole. Tormund's Bane. These can be rolled along the tongue to cure Tormund's paralysis or worn about the neck to protect against the curse. Like most items that ward against curses, they emit a diurnic field pattern. Okay. Let's see. I still don't know this torn one. I don't know if I've solved. I don't think I've solved this. I also don't know if this doesn't have a check mark on it. So I guess we need to actually still do this too. Just 3 resonant objects with varying weights. Is that small drawer under the black box with purple gems? Is that a small drawer under the black box? Yeah. We've opened this already, though. I don't know that this does anything. I was just... The Rinder's partner was less fortunate. They found his frozen body a week later. Can you weigh things against other items? Sure. I think so, anyway. Who the hell is that? Is that Zeus? It's Jupiter. Marked by Jupiter, huh? So, marked by... You've been marked by Jupiter card. It's a bit like Zardoz. Let's see. I don't know. Have all the cards been on one of the maps? I don't know. I think so. I am familiar with Zardoz. I can't remember if we've seen it or not. I think we got a copy of it through like Kino Lorber or something, but I don't remember if we've seen it or not. I think Kuro's at least seen it, but I don't remember if I've seen it. You'd know if you had. I really wouldn't know if I had. I can assure you. Like I know that it's famous and it's got Sean Connery in that red thong, but like that doesn't really remind me of anything in terms of the movie. I'll have to ask Kuro. Okay, I am marked by Jupiter, so like I don't. I assume that means the cat, but there's things that have to do with Jupiter here, so let me. Ten. Got him. I think this is literally one of the only things I have that's 10. Yeah, this must not be what I'm supposed to do with that, because it's like three resonant. All three of those objects resonate, and that was in the order of their weight. So I think it's talking about the resonance, like their resonant weight, but I don't know for sure. But marked by Jupiter. So the element of Jupiter is 10. But they're planet Jupiter is a vertical with a 2. A 2 into a line. So that's this. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing note a torn note there, it doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. Oh, thank fuck. Snicky snake. Ooh, snake. Well, that's that other gem type that I've finally see. The black with white stripes. The onyx. Okay, the castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnic field. So should I go to the castle vault and... It just said it was tarnished. I don't think I have to actually... I think alls I needed was this. Any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnic field. Okay, hang on though. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if that's diurnic. I think it is though. That's diurnic. No. Silver or gold. This is silver, solid silver. It's just tarnished, that's all. But anyway, I'll find something else that's gold. So Moonstone Guardian, maybe? It's not exclusively gold, but I don't know that it actually needs to be that. The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole and does not give in the slightest when I push against it. I realize that it has been thematically sealed, but that's not much help. It's not clear what I need to open it. Yes, it is. The door slides open without a sound, as though it had been well oiled over the years. Behind it, I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles instead of rows of artifacts that I was picturing. When I show Edmund, he is delighted, and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It's not long before he makes a find that I'm surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. Okay. The Bishop Square is a simple tool of my great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zia. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. Okay. Autumn, spring, summer, autumn, winter. It's kind of unclear to me. Like, I think it's talking about the resonant weight. It's like, this is the heaviest. Thaumic objects produce a field of sorts, although invisible to the naked eye, that can be observed by placing an object over the thaumic lens. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Do you have a reference to the resonance in the book? Not really. Three branches of thaumaturgy, each of them is split into two disciplines representing the following symbols. Resonance compass. Resonance compass will point toward the nearby resonant objects, the only objects that can be detected in this way. Oh, resonant objects are highly prized both by thaumaturges and those who collect curiosities. Oh. Maybe it's these objects. and then their weight. Oh my god. Set it there. Okay. Uh... Oh, I see. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, I got it. Hang on. Okay, got it. Yeah, alright. Well, what the fuck is this? Okay, well, I'm sure this isn't gonna kill me. Surely. Oh, you know what this is? This is a thing that stores memories, I think. It's got a 5-leaf clover. Gotta be super lucky. Yeah, gotta be. Alright, who's here? I can't say too much, but it's fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for, that people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. Oh, that's the thing that we just got. Ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, is an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of the mind. Definitely something unusual about this item. I can't quite put my finger on it, though. Can't tell if that low hum is coming from the item or my own imagination. Feels unusual. Not hot exactly, but energetic somehow. Painted black, gold. I mean, it's probably that. Here you go. Oh, sorry. Nope, never mind. Not that. Pulling at the threads of one's mind. Unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. I think it could be that. I don't know. It does say it has a unpleasant sensation, but like this doesn't have any like memento mori nature to it. In my mind. That hourglass, there's no skull on it. Right. I don't associate... okay, it does have an hourglass here. Okay, you're right, you're right. I just don't personally associate an hourglass with it, so I didn't really... Yeah, that's fair. It does have a picture of it. I associate an hourglass with, like, boggle. But that's probably it. Okay, so there's a thing here, an engraved symbol. What is that symbol that's there? Hypnosis. Oh. Fancy.
Billy associates an hourglass with my mom. Woo!
Shadow anchor. Shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer a clutch to clutch a totem in their hand. To make use of symbology, where others use gemstones, they will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. Hello. People are getting restless. The followers of Holgar have been marching through the streets with that crazed priest at their head. Yeah, sorry about that. Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermere. Now there are people joining in. Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of gave her a totem that would make her super strong. So she'd probably just punch your face off if you're got in her way. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out to a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It's not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Your friend Barton. Sorry. North of town, you follow a little stream up through the woods. Come out to a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. After a pleasant walk along the beck, I reach a series of grassy mounds. The barrows. Whoever's buried in them must have been important in their time. If I am to collect what I've come for, I will need to be prepared. Yep, that's it. I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not exactly certain what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens, and then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and hearty supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange, thin mist is formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble piercing clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely, is a creature of some kind. ambles toward the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. Oh man, it's smoking. Vibrates gently. I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits upon a raised portion of rock in the center of the cavern. I hold the torch close to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. The sun's light will reveal my gift. Mystified, I cast my eye up to the walls of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. We're a Ghostbuster now, yeah. Hum. Hum, 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 hum. Sun's light will reveal my gift. Okay, let's take a look. See here. A pit or a sun bond? The three different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death, or darkness. The Dradic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thaumic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. Huh. Do not produce a recognizable thaumic field. Eh? We do have a light thingy. Yeah, that's what I just looked up, but I was just curious if... It says it's able to, crack solid rock. Okay. This is probably what it is. The sun bond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. Oh, fun. Yeah, that's probably safe. Let's take it. I got to thinking after I left earlier. Transferring this secret to an acromatical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit, so I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. A gentle sound, eh? That's a paralysis one. Deception. Soft tinkling sound whenever it moves. Feels a little warmer than I would expect. This could be it. It's a gentle sound. And it's got deception on it. I think it's probably that. That thing is upsetting. Alright. How's your day going, Thigh Highs? Hope you're having a good day. Abrasive Mether. This type of mether is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure that can alter the mind, it should be used sparingly and considerately. Methers are typically used in communal ceremonies. It's designed to be easily passed from person to person. It's got to be the other mether that we haven't labeled. Abrasive mether, that's what it is. Probably. I've never felt more tired or more devoid of life. An apathy is settled in my bones that I do not seem to be able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. Apathy. Tired. Like a perseverance. Could be a curse. could, like, she says something about breathing, but that's just, while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. She's just talking about an apathy. Apathy. Morgan's insanity. Suffering from this curse, speak of increasingly vivid nightmares, affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Yet devoid of life. I guess. Able to breathe normally, they feel as though they're choking, burning blood, sensation of burning from the inside out, characterized with necrosis of the flesh, afflicted with feel no pain, scarring is no cure. Heart to suffer, feels constricted as though it's being clamped to device. The skin is pale, cold to the touch. It's not that. Tired or devoid of life. Yeah, it could be under like depression or something. Old-timey doctors would prescribe some cocaine here. Yeah, that's a good idea. We have a cyst or something for depression. Is there something for, I tried to look up depression. It's not here. Yeah, we did give oops. Can be imbued with a sentiment of love, feeling of joy. Like, we could do this. I don't know if this is like the solution though. I kind of feel like it's not. Because, like, this has to be loaded with, like, positive feelings. She's giving you a huge hint in what you said. I have never felt more tired or devoid of life. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem to be able to shift. Apathy. Oh, no apathy there. Apathy is settled in my bones that I do not seem to be able to shift. While I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. Like, I know that I've identified it, but, like, do you see how many items I've identified? Back in college, the boys in the frat would always give me huge hints. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah. Raging hard clues. Gray's Grace. Is that under, like, melancholy? Does that... Yeah. Okay. Sure. Welcome back. I had a tip-off about something exciting, yeah? Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? Excuse me. Here's an exciting part. An inscription that the stone sits atop of Weatherland. That's where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is Babalia to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say that I like the sound of. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. Pit's the thing that destroys, yeah. I like that we have unlimited copies of all the artifacts that we discover. Yeah, it's nice. Maybe we actually aren't giving anybody the actual, real, genuine one. We're just giving them copies. So everybody's just actually completely crazy. And we just have all the artifacts still. So it might be this thing that doesn't produce a field. Take this lump of clay with 3 feathers sticking out of it, yeah. Didn't you use the pit already? No. I read this, but I didn't find it. Earth, sun, and death. That's probably not it. I don't know. Yeah, gold is the sun, right? But I don't think that wood is what I'm looking for here in this object. Like that, or like this is like stone of the earth and of nature. This is like triple earth or something. Yeah, like stone of the earth and of nature. And so, yeah, I don't know about the wood either. So I don't think that that's it. I think that, like, this was given to us by the guy that runs, like, the museum or something. And he figured that his brother would turn away the item. So I'm not sure if it's, like, even an artifact at all. Like, it could be a red herring kind of a thing. I don't know. Gold is sun, jade is earth. I don't know how wood represents death other than... Like, I don't think that that's written anywhere. Like, there's this, but it's not inscribed. Well, it just says wood. Hardwood. It takes great effort to tear my eyes away. Yeah, there's something fucky with that, but I don't think that it's a pit, though. Let's take a look for the Babelia. Brute force the items that have no field. Okay. Well, that's a compass. We know that already. So these two. Wasn't there a green death gem? There's Mentic, which is the fourth eye, a stone of sight. And there's the Dradic, which is a stone of earth and of nature. There's this dark blue-green one, the stone of death and decay. But that's not what that is, though. Bishop Square is a simple tool of my great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a briar's disc. What is a briar's disc? I don't know. The Babelia is the meaning of the unusual markings in the Babelia is not clear. They resemble a Mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a Mentic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. Resemble a Mentic field pattern. The items themselves don't produce a Mentic field that can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts. I guess that this is applicable to that. I know that it's the Bishop Square, but, like, can it not also be something else? I don't know. we don't have either of these items already, and I don't think that any of the items that I have... It's weird because both of these items apparently do not produce a Mentic field. Are both of these... Okay, wait. It resembles... They resemble a Mentic field, but the item doesn't produce a Mentic field, but it can produce a field itself. Oh. So the shape... Okay, hang on. So, like, maybe... Maybe not that. Maybe not that. This, maybe. No, but this produces a Mentic field, though. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's probably this. This is probably the Babelia. Okay. That's fine. It's not like it determines whether the item's correct or not. Pit is 3 different elements that make up the pit allegedly represent Earth, Sun, and Death. Dradic, Diurnic, and Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that objects do not produce a recognizable thaumic field that can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. So I think that this might be... Whoops. It's weird that, like, it says that, like, you have a hard time tearing my eyes away from it. I wish we could test it on something that was rock, you know? Is that other diamond item made of 3 materials? No. I'm tempted by trying to do this as the pit. I'm going to try it. Nope. Alright, well, this is the Babelia then. Here, have this. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, I hope it works too. Good luck. Here's a token of my appreciation. Something for you to ponder over. Okay. Triangle. With the circle thing with a little tail on it. Wax. Fire. I missed a few minutes. Has the coroner returned after using the needle? No. Alright. With dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermere. Together they looked for answers. I am buried with the Knight of Thorns. Alright. Yeah, they need to put some names on this shit. Oh wait, the Knight of Thorns. Oh, I know this. I know this. Hang on. Not the Bloody Queen. I need to look it up here. Battle of Souther fell in 1356. There he is. The tomb of the Knight of Thorns resides alongside an ossuary filled with the unknown dead from the Battle of Souther Fell. It's an unpleasant place that I do not plan to linger in. Happily, I'm able to find the item I came for without any difficulty, and I quickly leave and don't look back until I'm out in the bright day once more. Great. Fire... Earth, air, fire, and water. Feeling of disquiet lances through my body. Okay, earth, air, fire, and water is what's on there. I noticed that some people claim to not fear death. They say that dying scares them, but not death itself. Not me.
Welcome to
I am not the
P1K
great
Live.
Thomas Pope. Give me pain, give me fear. If I can feel, then I know I'm alive. Going back to the nothingness, that's what I fear. I'm going to do my best to live forever, starting today with a loan. Okay. Koopa, thank you so much for the 112 months. Don't leave any love lying around. Make sure you pick it up and take it with you. Sometimes called a hand of Jupiter or a fire palm, a loam is an item with enticing power. They can reverse the signs of aging, but anyone who has played that game knows that it can only last so long before time catches up, and when it does, it often hits harder. Can you just tell people to fuck off, that they don't really need, that they don't really want what they're looking for? No. I mean, maybe I can, but I'm not going to. Look, I'm here to give people what they want, not what they need, okay? Chills my blood to hold it. Nothing to remark. Crisscross grooves. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Nothing to remark. Leathery and bony. Quite unpleasant to touch. Gold, withered flesh, grim. Okay. This maybe? Probably not. It feels like it should be something round that you hold on to, maybe. Jupiter is... Oh, yeah, let me look up what Jupiter is. I don't remember. Fire palm. End of Jupiter, fire palm. Tin. Is it really this fucking thing? Top part is the symbol for fire, right? Yeah? I guess that's it. I mean, this thing just seems like such a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, look at this thing. It's like this little shitty charm made of tin. That's really it? That thing is like, it's like a super crummy thing you'd get in like a fucking Cracker Jack box or some shit. That's why it has the juiced up image, right? Cassander. The eyes of Cassander focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field as one might expect, but rather a more mysterious selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced into or driven mad by the paths shown to them and been led to ruin. Wow, Billy, a Cracker Jack box. Are you my grandfather? Sorry. Never ask Billy to identify the Holy Grail? Yeah. There's been an unexpected death in the family. It's hit us all quite hard, but particularly my husband. I'd like to gift him a heart chamber. Really? There's a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blendkara. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, it trapped his soul, along with his power, in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to our heart after death. Holgar wielding his twin axes, Wolf, Song, and Fearbringer. He's got this, his hand with this circular ring on it. Dude's covered in charms. Yeah, he is. We have like A lot of these charms. All of them. There's a vast skull in the catacomb said to be that of the beast Blankara. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he traps his soul. I guess it's probably this. Yeah, his hand does look like that hand. But it says there's a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blancathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped his soul, along with its power, in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Which we know what a Wraith Chamber... Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. I was thinking of the Wandering Shroud being in a spirit vault. Never mind. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they've morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. There's a Holgar section. Blancathra, if anything, but I'll check Holgar. Eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. These are the things that he's wearing. He's wearing a hunter's boon, whatever the fuck this thing is. And then, like, this circle one. With a person on it or something. I think it's this. Nope. That wasn't it, chat. A little coffin-shaped pendant has a skull on it. Yeah, that might be it, too. It is what he's wearing in the thing. Bears a sigil that resembles the Holgen Grimm mask. Oh, right, the mask. Oh, yeah. Good guess. Bright charm. I forgot. Like we've turned in the mask before, but powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the Wiccan triple goddess. Right. Can't the cat wear the mask? No, I can have the cat knock it off, though. Good boy. Did you ever work out what the Bishop Square thingy was? Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot about it. I suddenly remembered this note that I found some time ago, and it occurred to me that it might be related. I almost threw it away, but it intrigued me, so I held on to it. Hi, Kiki. Hi. I haven't a clue what it means. Aw, Kiki. Oh, yeah? You being a good girl, Kiki? You wanna come say hi to Jack, Kiki? Yeah, you wanna come say hi to chat? Come here. Come here, Kiki. Wanna come say hi? Yeah. Come say hi to chat. Chat would love to say hi to you. No? You don't wanna? Come on, Kiki. I think Kuro just got home. That's what I think. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. Blessings in spring. We know that these are, so this is spring, summer, fall, winter. So blessings are in spring. There's no blessing thing. I was just curious if this had anything to do with it. Blessings? Huh. I don't know. Something isn't right at the museum. I'm worried it's all my fault. I'd hoped my brother would be back by now. I've had an idea, though. I'm no thaumaturge, but I think I can weaken it using a witherance. Dear me, this had better work. You sure? A witherance is the inverse of a fortnance, and is sometimes put to more malicious use. These can be crafted from stone, like fortnance, but wood is more commonly used. So the fortnance... we've identified the fortnance. It's the opposite of a fortnance, though. This is the Fortnance. So that's the strength. So presumably this, but with the square in the lower part. Pretty sure urine is the opposite of strength. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Oh, weakness. Okay, so it's got a... Okay, triangle with a line through the middle. Upside down triangle with a line through the middle. I didn't realize there was actually a weakness one. I just thought... when it said the opposite of strength, I just thought, like, literally opposite strength. So this. Yep. Folium. A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. So it's probably this hand thing here. Dreyer huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves performing this ritual before seeking out the basilisk as a folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Witherance. Okay. Is that the Gryffindor blade? Yeah. Oh my god, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. My mind is severed. Need Mather. One of the 3 types of Mether, the Solemn variety, is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind to recall that which has been forgotten or repair that which has been broken. All right. There you go. Wixic Cord. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wixic field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. Okay, there we go. We'll finish out this day, and then we're going to get going. We'll maybe finish this game up tomorrow. I think it seems worth to get to the end. I've discovered something via the thematic needle. The woman who tried to swim across the lake was compelled to do so by some invisible force. She was looking for something, and whatever it was, it's right here in the Undermere. That's not all. I decided to experiment with the Umbra. When I was under its spell, I heard whispers. Something was calling me, and it left me feeling terribly afraid. This must be what's keeping my patients in their trance-like state. I've never used a Godian siren before, but it occurred to me that I might be able to use it to drown out the whispers. Okay. Boy, everybody really seems very sure. Although these are similar to in form to thaumic needles, Godian sirens serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion like a siren's call that can be used to divert attention. Display of Godian objects at the Museum of History Undermere. Whoa. So you're telling me it might be this? It could be. Send it. Nice. This item appears in the sketch of the cabinet. It's an obelisk shaped like the thalamic needle. Closer inspection reveals in its attention-demanding power. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Carrick's candle. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing a glimpse into the past. The effect is often murky and blurred, but it works passively on stationary objects. They're marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. All right. Cool. All right, chat. We've been going for more than 9 hours today. I'm having a really good time with this game. I think it's quite fantastic. It feels also kind of refreshing, given my experience with No, I'm Not a Human. You know what I mean? That was some cool moments in that game, but definitely in terms of respecting the player's time, quite the slog. So this feels really good. Just excellent in comparison in terms of like just game mechanics, you know? So that's nice.